All right, well, today we probably have some sadness. We'll figure out how sad the sadness is here in a second, but I was using the Super 88 here to do some feeding, and it seems to have developed a slight problem, and I'm hoping that it's a simple problem, but when is anything around here ever simple? Never. So we'll find out what that is right after this. Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Ross the Oliver Man, and Super 88. I'm hoping I can get in here without moving it per se. But I was using this tractor, and for some reason, when backing up, it acts like this wheel wants to lock up. And I'm hoping that it's just something in the brake, but something in me tells me that it's probably more sadness inside the transmission. And I hope that's not it, but I'm going to pull this cover off of here and see if, you know, pieces come out or if it's just packed full of garbage. You know, maybe it's odd that backwards is what's locking it up and it can go forwards all day just fine, because usually it's the other way around. So, yeah, like I said, anything is possible, but I assume sadness. God dang! That's okay. We're not going to start out well here. Come on. I've never had these open, I don't believe, on this one. So it's, who knows what's inside of here, how bad. It obviously in its previous life was a loader tractor based on the patterns on the frame and stuff. So maybe it wasn't a loader tractor for years, but it was at some point. And it could be that the transmission has a severe meltdown, which is what I'm hoping that we're not having, you know. I'm hoping there's not a bearing that's losing its pieces. I'm hoping to just find a very neglected brake system, perhaps with a broken spring or two on the actuator. That would be acceptable. It would also be okay if that's what it was, because we could just not put this cover, or I'll put the cover back on, but I could take out one brake disc if I need pieces, you know what I'm saying? And then just keep using the tractor with only one brake. You don't need two brakes. I mean, how often do you go downhill anyway? That's been very rusty. It may just be because it's cold outside, but it's not really getting as loose as I think it should at this point. But like I said, all the cold might be making it drag. Come on. Maybe the brakes are adjusted too tight. But still, I don't know. I don't know that that's our only issue. Oh, these hoses and the hydroelectric wire, making it much more troublesome. The thing that bothers me why this brake might not be the problem is because when it does this condition, if you hit the brake, you can tell that the brake is coming on more. So It does look like it's pretty darn close to the outside of the outside here, the piece we just took off, but yeah, pretty nasty, but not wore out by any means. I supposing a good thing to do now would be to drive it like this and see if you know what I'm saying? See if that released our problem. And then if it did, I'm thinking we'll probably just clean this all up good, put it back in, and then see what we got. I'm not sure that it is really leaking. If it is, it's leaking very minimally because it's not soaked, is what I'm saying. It's just full of the normal trash and dust. So I think we'll drive it over closer to the service truck, which is also out in the daylight more, and then we can assess the situation. But I would say we'll be able to tell almost immediately, because yesterday it didn't hardly want to come out of the shed like this. Cold start. One-handed cold start. Come on. No. See, I don't like to use this when not doing the job, because those cows over there, they're ready. It's got their attention. This, for whatever reason, as I've said before, certain, I don't know, cubic inch motors, I guess, get their attention. They're used to the deep sound, and that's what brings them the feed. So I think this did fix it, because it's already better than it was, which is what I assumed would happen. You want to see that spin? That's how it goes. Imagine your brake disc on that spinning shaft. Let's back up. Backing up is where I had the problem. Oh yeah, we're good. Rolling backwards. Yeah. Let's run it into the pickup. Yeah, that'll be fun. Probably good. Okay. All right. Well, we should probably just take this all out of here and start over, because, yeah, if it didn't have a belt pulley on, this would be much easier. Come on. And if I didn't have 90 pounds of winter coats on, that would be easier. Alright, I think I'm adequately wedged in here where I can do this by feel and not by sight, because I can't see what I'm doing. Yep, I knocked a ton of trash out of there. Okay, we want that one. Well, we're not playing ball here. Why is that not coming loose? Come on, you. There. A strategy I do not recommend. Being obese. Do not do that thing. I think, if anything, I might have tightened these up when I got this tractor, but I never took them apart. Maybe, perhaps, that is my fatal flaw. I should Should have looked. Cleaned them all out on day one. You know what this would be an excellent job for? Brake clean. You know what I don't have any of? Brake clean. I know that's shocking to people, but I used it all up, I guess. Can't see what I'm doing, which has the added benefit of being able to play dumb when it doesn't work out your way. But I really want to grind or try out that sheller on the grinder is what I want to do, see? So that's why it'd be nice to have this. This is just becoming one of the go-to favorite tractors around here. I don't know why. It runs excellent. And I don't know, just a handy size. The fun part is we get to do it all again, because all that was the jam nut. So now we get to take off the actual adjuster nut. The ball of sadness. And I think it's a bigger size if I remember right. It is, and I don't remember how much bigger. But what I do know is I get to crawl out of here. Hooray! That's always fun. I can't remember for sure, but part of me thinks it's 7/8. Is it 7/8? It is. Good. Alright. Another part of me says, why didn't you get a ratchet wrench? Well, dummy, because I didn't think of that at the time. And I'm here now, so this is the way people did it for many years, so I'll do it too. Starting to come out of here. Can I get these pulled up out of the way? Not to go this way. Kind of. There. That'll be important in a minute. Oh, I think we're gonna get it. Come on, Super 8. Yeah. Okay. Well, there's a little bit of what could be perceived as moisture from a leaking seal. However, I'm thinking, I'll have to look in there in a second to confirm, but I'm thinking this is one of the ones where you got to pull it, the whole housing out, because the seal goes in from the back side, but I can't remember. That looks nice. What we got here? Yeah, we got some definite leakage of stuff. Ooh, that is very uneven. That will be getting some Fiat flywheel resurfacing done to it. Ooh, now will this come off of here? It is loose. That's good. Okay, come on. Yeah. Come on, baby. There. Yeah, that one's been leaking, hasn't it? And it's the one where the seal's way back in there. So for now, because I don't have any extra pieces, we're just going to clean this up real good. And then we are going to maybe do some flywheel resurfacing on the actuator there. Clean up the discs real good and flap her back together. And hopefully that'll get us by till summertime. And then we won't do it then either. But at least it'll be clean till then, hopefully. Might have to get some brake clean. I might have some fossil fuels around here I could use. That will also clean it up good. It's just less focused. Okay, let's go see. I might have a little bit of brake clean stashed away. Alright, I found one can. I ran it over with that 55 combine. It was punched in the dirt, but I think it will work if I use my wits about me and some paper towels and kind of do this a little at a time. I might make it. Okay, maybe. The redneck rebuild is what we're going to call this. Because we have no pieces. We have no brain power. No talent of any kind. This is a farmer fix. I'm going to just get it better usable. And we'll tackle the rebuild, probably never, but at some other point. When we get so desperate that we just can't stand it anymore. That's when we gotta get to that point. We gotta get desperate. Is this as wore? No, the backside is not as wore. That's really odd that that actuator is so wore in that weird way when I'm not seeing any evidence of that on anything else. Unless that was from the time before. Well, she ain't perfect, but she's better than she was. We're out of brake clean, so it's going to be as perfect as she gets. I don't think feels like there's some in there, but it ain't going to come out. It's not even my preferred flavor of brake clean, so. Okay, so we made a mess. I'm going to clean up the brake discs, and I'm going to clean up that actuator a little bit. Then I'll bring you back, and we'll try to slap her together and see if maybe we can make something happen here, because, yeah, we're not having any stopping action this way, so we got to clean the guts up and put them back. All right, one dead GoPro battery later and many passes on the old DeWalt brake lathe, but we got that shined up, got rid of those grooves that were cut in it. Did the same thing to these, so I would say that we can put them in. I'm going to put this one that was on the outside on the inside and the inside on the, you know what I mean. That one looked like this, but then I tried to wash it off and discolored it again, but it'll be fine. The heat, see friends, the heat will make it look new. Oh yeah, she's in there now. Okay. Get that in there. Get in there. Stupidity. My old friend. Get on there, yeah. That helped it quite a bit. Now it's not quite as proud of that cover. It was right there a while ago. And now there's about a hair's width. There's space, is what I'm saying, as I try to pull my humongous body back in this hole. Oh, you know what I didn't do before I wedged myself in here? I didn't clean up this cover very good. I guess I'll crawl out and do that. Might as well do things the right way. Might even have to give it a few passes through the old brake lathe, but we'll get her. I give it a few cycles through the old Traveler parts washer here, and I'd say she'll be clean. A few passes on the old brake lathe, and it'll be like a new one. Yeah, that's about, is that enough cycles? Do we need to go again? That worked pretty good. We'll see what we get when we wipe it up. Alright, then what you're going to want to do after that is we want to mount this in the old K15538 brake cover holding fixture here, and then we'll hit it with the brake lathe. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, good as new. See, I know it seems absurd, but in all seriousness, my main point for doing this kind of stuff is to knock down the high ridges that form on these, and then if you get it more or less flat, you're in better shape than, you know, having ridges and stuff that catch those discs and grind them up. And yeah, it's not perfectly even like it would be, but this will have a better chance of wearing into something usable. So that's why I do what I do. Let's see. I'm gonna put that. Get in there. Well, that's what I want. Now, bad decisions. Really would have been nice if I had not been stupid and got a ratchet this time, but I still didn't do that. Why? Because they just take some of the glory out of this, you know? There's nothing like a big chunk of steel in your hand while you're doing this, you know, a hand job, you know? Too many modern conveniences we have. Yeah, there we go. I think we're good on that front. I'm going to put this. I don't know if I showed that real good or not, but that's what's up in there. That little ball nut thing fits in the, it's got like a rounded place in this housing, and then let your rod right in there. The tighter you screw this in, or the more you screw it in, the tighter your brakes are. Which works to a point, but if you have it full of stuff like we did here, of course your braking power is a lot less. Or in the case of the, what we had going on, so much trash was, I think, causing us to have too much brake. If it was nice and dry in summertime, I would sit on the ground to do this, and then it would be at a better working height. But it's nasty, muddy winter, and I really don't want to be laying in the mud. So that's why we're struggling more than normal. You would think that there'd be a portion where you could turn it by hand easy, but not so much. That's cool. Not only does it fall away, but it falls where you can't reach. Okay, we should probably get our hoses down now, so we can run our brake pedal. We got nothing yet, which is understandable because we're not even close. quite a ways up in there before we get any pedal action. Now we're gone. There. I think I'm gonna stop. Well, I don't know. Maybe a little tighter. I loosened it up again, but I'm thinking that's gonna wear in good right there. We're gonna drive it here in a second. Get you some tractor seat time. But for starters, I think that's what we want. There we go. Are we in? I should probably do the right thing and lock them together. Okay, I would say now is a good time to clean up our mess, put our tools away, and then we will take it for a drive. We'll have to move the Super Duty there. It's in the way. But we'll move the Traveler parts washer and the brake lathe. And yeah, our bucket chair here. We'll just... There. It gets out of the way. So yeah, just give me a second here and we'll test out our work. All right. Did we disconnect that? Yep, we did. Okay. Oh. I guess we'll choke it. Let's go backwards first. That was our big hassle. We're still good there. Come on, it's not, I know it's cold, but come on. Good brake. Do we have good release? Yep. Now stop that. Yep. Let's go backwards. The other brake feel not as good now. Probably should tighten it up a little bit. It works, but not as good. But that one we got really good. About impossible to back a wagon in the shed with this yesterday, with that wheel dragging. Yeah, I think we got her. clicked. However, I think I'm going to go ahead and give that brake a little bit of tightening, which might be my undoing, but it's not anywhere close to matching the other one. So let's just do it real quick. You can watch me fail. I would say it's just as leaky as the other side. So maybe this is a mistake. I don't think I'm going to get it. Well, I'll try a socket. See if I can get it a little bit. What was it, 7/8? Let's try this inappropriate tool for the job. There. Let's see. Good deal. I think we accomplished something today, finally, so at least we should be able to use this now for the rest of the winter with no trouble. So that's what we were after. As always, if you enjoy my videos, give them a thumbs up. Leave a comment and tell me how dumb you think I am. Or if by some slim chance you liked it, say that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.